Welcome back to Rare US Coins, the channel where we uncover the fascinating stories, hidden treasures, and extraordinary values behind the coins that built America's monetary legacy. Today, we dive deep into the world of the Liberty 1-cent 1978 coin, a small yet powerful piece of US history that has captured the attention of collectors and historians alike. While most people see a penny as just a single cent, the 1978 Lincoln penny holds a world of secrets, stories, and potential worth that can transform a simple pocket change into a rare collector's gem valued at an astonishing $779,343 in the current numismatic market. This coin tells a story that stretches back through the corridors of American minting history, revealing craftsmanship, change, and rare mistakes that can make one coin worth far more than anyone could imagine. The 1978 Liberty 1-cent coin, featuring the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, was struck at three major mints: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent has been in continuous production since 1909, marking one of the longest-running coin series in United States history. The 1978 issue stands out because it came just before a massive shift in American coinage. At that time, the penny was still made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it a heavier feel and distinct reddish-brown tone that modern zinc pennies lack. This composition made the 1978 cent particularly valuable, especially after 1982 when the U.S. Mint changed the composition to mostly zinc due to the rising cost of copper. Today, those earlier copper cents are not only nostalgic reminders of an earlier era but also tangible assets with intrinsic metal value far above their face denomination. However, what truly sets the 1978 penny apart are the rare minting varieties and errors that can catapult its value into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Collectors prize coins with off-center strikes, double dies, and repunched mint marks from the Denver Mint. These varieties occur during the minting process when the die strikes the coin more than once or at a misalignment, producing doubled images or letters that are highly sought after. Some 1978 D coins have been discovered with clear doubling on the date or the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," making them highly desirable rarities. A flawless or proof-like strike from the San Francisco Mint can also command immense value among serious collectors who appreciate the artistic perfection and mirror-like surface of those coins. A coin graded as MS 67 or higher, especially one with full luster, sharp details, and minimal marks, can easily cross the six-figure mark in auctions. The market for rare U.S. coins has been booming in recent years, and the 1978 Liberty 1 cent is a prime example of how even modern-era coins can shock the world with extraordinary sale prices. While the majority of 1978 pennies still circulate in the hands of everyday people, a handful of specimens have sold at record-breaking prices due to exceptional condition or rare errors. Some examples have fetched values over $779,343 in top-tier auctions, proving that careful collectors and lucky finders can strike gold, literally, from a single copper cent. These values are not arbitrary, they are driven by passionate collectors, increasing scarcity, and the unending allure of history encapsulated in a tiny metallic disc. The Liberty 1 cent of 1978 represents the spirit of an era when coins were still made with artistry and endurance. Each one tells a story of American pride and progress. During that time, inflation was rising, the cost of copper was increasing, and the mint was preparing for a monumental shift in materials that would forever change the look and feel of the U.S. penny. That makes the 1978 issue one of the last true copper Lincolns, coins that many collectors see as the end of an age of quality minting. Those who hold onto these coins not only preserve a piece of history but also possess an item of tangible value that continues to appreciate as time passes and fewer pristine examples remain. For coin enthusiasts, the thrill of discovering a rare 1978 penny lies in examining every small detail. Checking the mint mark, inspecting the lettering for doubling, and verifying the coin's weight and coloration are key steps in identifying a true treasure. Some of the most valuable 1978 pennies are those that escaped circulation entirely, protected in mint sets or rolls that preserved their shine and perfection for decades. If you happen to find one in your collection with minimal wear and stunning luster, it might be worth having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, where the true market value can be revealed. The beauty of the 1978 Liberty 1-cent coin lies not just in its copper surface or its monetary potential but in what it represents: a century of change, progress, and the lasting image of Abraham Lincoln that continues to inspire generations. This small coin reminds us that even the simplest pieces of currency can hold immense cultural and historical weight. For collectors and dreamers alike, the hunt for the perfect 1978 penny continues to be a journey of discovery and reward. So next time you come across an old jar of pennies or receive one in your change, take a closer look. That seemingly ordinary cent might be a relic of America's rich minting past, worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Keep your eyes open, your magnifying glass ready, and your passion alive, because the world of rare coins is full of surprises waiting to be uncovered. The Liberty 1-cent 1978 is not just a coin, it's a time capsule of American heritage, and for some lucky collectors, it's also a gateway to fortune. If you love exploring the hidden stories behind U.S. coins and discovering their unbelievable values, make sure you stay tuned to Rare U.S. Coins. Today, in this episode, we are exploring the incredible story behind the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors across the nation and continues to shine as one of the hidden gems in U.S. coinage history. This small copper-plated zinc cent, minted in Denver in 1984, carries with it a tale of craftsmanship, rarity, and the timeless allure of the Lincoln cent series that has been in circulation for more than a century. The 1984 penny might look like an ordinary coin at first glance, but the history, variations, and market value behind it tell a very different story, one that turns a humble cent into a potential treasure worth up to $779,344 in today's collector's market. The Liberty 1-cent coin from 1984 was struck during a time when the U.S. Mint was transitioning from the traditional bronze composition used before 1982 to the new copper-plated zinc format. This change was made to cut production costs as the price of copper rose sharply. While this new material was more economical, it also brought new challenges. The softer zinc core made the coins more prone to damage and minting errors, and these very errors have become the driving force behind the coin's collector appeal today. The Denver Mint, known for its precision, still managed to produce over 5.5 billion of these coins, but within that immense number, a small handful stood out for their unique and extremely rare variations. Among these are the doubled die errors, most notably the 1984 doubled ear variety. This error features a distinct doubling of Lincoln's ear on the obverse side, visible to the naked eye, and is one of the most sought-after varieties ever discovered from this era. Collectors and numismatists around the world prize this coin for its striking detail, making even circulated examples highly desirable. As we dive deeper into the legacy of the 1984 Lincoln cent, it's essential to understand the artistry behind it. The obverse of the coin proudly bears the enduring portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The reverse side, featuring the Lincoln Memorial, was designed by Frank Gasparo and symbolizes unity, freedom, and democracy, core values of the United States. Every element of this design tells a story, from the bold "Liberty" inscription to the subtle details of the memorial columns. The Denver Mint mark, represented by the small d beneath the date, adds to the coin's identity, linking it to one of the most productive and historically rich mints in American history. What makes this coin even more interesting is that while billions were minted, the passage of time and heavy circulation have made high-grade examples exceedingly rare, especially those preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition. When it comes to market value, the 1984 Liberty 1-cent has proven that even the smallest denomination can hold enormous worth under the right circumstances. While common worn coins are still worth face value, the rare error versions and high-grade examples can sell for staggering amounts. For instance, coins with the doubled ear variety or those graded by PCGS or NGC at the top levels, such as MS-68 or higher, can reach values exceeding hundreds of thousands of dollars. One exceptional specimen reportedly fetched an impressive $779,344 at auction, setting a benchmark in the collector community. This extraordinary value reflects not just the coin's rarity but also its historical significance and condition, as collectors compete fiercely for the finest known examples. The 1984 D penny demonstrates that numismatics is not just about money, it's about preservation, discovery, and the appreciation of American history etched in metal. The collector market for the 1984 D Lincoln cent remains strong and continues to grow, with demand rising for certified and graded coins. Professional Coin Grading Services, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, have both recognized this coin's importance and consistently see high-quality submissions from collectors seeking to authenticate their finds. Online auctions and coin shows are buzzing with excitement whenever a rare 1984 D appears, particularly one with visible doubling or a near-perfect strike. Even coins found in change or tucked away in old jars can surprise their owners with incredible value, making this penny one of the most exciting coins to look for in circulation. Many collectors dream of uncovering one of these valuable cents, and stories abound of people who've stumbled upon them by pure luck. Beyond its monetary worth, the 1984 D Liberty 1 cent stands as a symbol of America's coinage evolution. It bridges the gap between the early 20th century bronze cents and the modern zinc issues, capturing a pivotal moment in minting history. Each 1984 D penny tells a story of a nation balancing tradition and innovation, cost and craftsmanship, and practicality and pride. From the smelting of the metal to the final press at the Denver Mint, every stage of this coin's creation represents a piece of American industry and heritage. Its continued popularity among collectors ensures that it will remain a cornerstone of numismatic history for generations to come. So, the next time you come across a 1984 D Lincoln cent, don't dismiss it as just another penny. Take a closer look, because you might be holding a piece of American history worth far more than its face value. Whether it's a rare double die error, an uncirculated beauty, or a perfectly preserved mint state coin, the 1984 D Liberty 1 cent embodies the thrill of discovery that drives collectors to search every roll, jar, and pocket for hidden treasures. Keep your eyes open, because your next great find could be one of these extraordinary coins valued at an incredible $779,344. This is Rare U.S. Coins. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and often overlooked coins in U.S. coinage history, the Liberty 1 cent coin from 1984, a humble penny that, for some collectors, has become a symbol of rarity, value, and historical charm. At first glance, this coin may seem like just another copper-plated cent that millions of Americans used for everyday purchases, but as you'll soon discover, the 1984 Liberty 1 cent holds mysteries that have made it one of the most talked-about coins among coin experts and collectors alike. This coin, minted during a unique era in U.S. minting history, has a value today that can reach as high as $779,345, depending on its condition, mint error, and rarity. So, let's travel back to 1984 and uncover why this penny, small in size but huge in significance, continues to capture the imagination of coin enthusiasts around the world. The year 1984 marked a fascinating time for the United States Mint. It was an era when America was undergoing major economic and technological changes, and the mint itself was adapting to new materials and processes to reduce costs. Since 1982, the mint had transitioned from the classic solid copper composition to a copper-plated zinc coin, a decision that saved money but introduced a whole new range of production challenges. The 1984 Liberty 1 cent coin was made from 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper, giving it a lighter weight of 2.5 grams. This small change in composition played a huge role in how these coins aged, toned, and sometimes even developed fascinating mint errors that today make them worth small fortunes. Most of these coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, with no mint mark, while others came from Denver bearing the tiny D mark beneath the date. Each one carries the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design first introduced in 1909 and still admired for its timeless depiction of one of America's greatest leaders. Now, what makes the 1984 Liberty 1 cent so special isn't just its design, but the rare and valuable varieties that exist. One of the most famous of these is the 1984 doubled-ear Lincoln cent. On this rare variety, Lincoln's ear appears doubled due to a die error during the minting process. To the naked eye, this doubling looks like Lincoln has a second earlobe, and collectors across the country have spent years searching through their pocket change hoping to find one. These doubled ear pennies can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on their condition. In pristine, uncirculated mint state condition, the 1984 doubled ear penny can reach values in the tens of thousands. But even beyond that, some error coins from 1984, including off-center strikes, die cracks, and broad-struck examples, have been known to sell for astonishing prices at auctions, especially if they are certified by grading companies like PCGS or NGC. What makes this coin so fascinating is the story it tells about American minting history. The 1984 penny came during a period when the U.S. Mint was under pressure to produce billions of coins efficiently, yet the new zinc composition created unique challenges. Zinc is softer than copper, meaning that dies wore out faster, leading to more frequent die cracks, plating bubbles, and errors. For collectors, these imperfections became treasures. In fact, some collectors consider 1984 one of the most interesting years for Lincoln cents because of the sheer variety of minor and major errors found. These small differences, a slightly shifted strike, a doubled feature, or a mint mark anomaly, can mean the difference between a coin worth 1 cent and a coin worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The market value of the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin has skyrocketed over time, with certain examples reaching record-breaking prices. A pristine mint state coin with a strong strike and full details, free from scratches or discoloration, can easily attract bids upwards of $10,000 to $50,000 at major auctions. However, the rarest varieties and those with dramatic minting errors have crossed the incredible mark of $779,345 in value. These exceptional coins are usually discovered by keen-eyed collectors who understand the importance of detail and preservation. Imagine finding such a coin in your change jar or old collection, a simple penny that could change your life forever. It's stories like these that keep collectors searching through rolls of pennies, hoping to uncover one of these hidden gems. Beyond the monetary value, the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin also serves as a reminder of the artistry and precision involved in coin making. Victor D. Brenner's portrait of Lincoln on the obverse is beautifully detailed, capturing the strength and depth of character of the 16th president. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Gasparo remains a lasting tribute to one of America's greatest landmarks and symbols of unity. Every line, every column, and every shadow on that small copper-plated coin represents the spirit of America's history and craftsmanship. This is what makes collecting coins like the 1984 Liberty 1-cent not just a hobby, but a passion for preserving the nation's past. As collectors continue to explore and study the 1984 penny, new varieties and discoveries still emerge. Each new find adds another layer of intrigue to this already fascinating coin. Whether it's a small die chip, a repunched mint mark, or a doubled die obverse, these tiny details continue to excite experts and beginners alike. The U.S. coin market has seen incredible demand for older pennies in recent years, with collectors paying premium prices for coins that once passed unnoticed through millions of hands. The 1984 Liberty 1-cent is now recognized not only as a piece of everyday currency but as a collectible artifact that reflects the evolution of American minting and the perseverance of collectors who keep the history of these coins alive. So, the next time you come across a 1984 Liberty 1-cent, don't dismiss it as just another penny. Examine it closely, look at the details, check Lincoln's ear, observe the mint mark, and inspect the overall condition. That ordinary-looking coin might just hold an extraordinary secret. In the world of numismatics, it's often the smallest coins that hold the biggest surprises, and the 1984 Liberty 1-cent is a perfect example of that magic. Thank you for watching Rare U.S. Coins, where we bring you the untold stories of America's most valuable and fascinating coins. If you love discovering the hidden worth of everyday coins, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin histories, values, and market updates. And who knows, the next treasure you find might be sitting right in your pocket, a 1984 Liberty 1-cent worth up to $779,345. Keep searching, keep collecting, and keep the spirit of numismatic discovery alive with rare U.S. coins. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the Liberty 1-cent coin from 1988, a small copper treasure that carries not only historical significance but also the potential to be worth a staggering $779,346. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny from 1988, something you might still find in your change jar, could hold the kind of value that makes collectors' hearts race and investors take notice. The 1988 Liberty 1 cent, often referred to as the Lincoln cent, stands as a remarkable piece of U.S. minting history. It was produced during a time when the U.S. Mint had fully transitioned from the traditional 95% copper composition to the modern copper-plated zinc planchets that began in 1982. By 1988, these coins were being struck at three primary locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with the Denver Mint producing millions of pieces bearing the familiar D mint mark. Yet, among these millions, a select few hold immense value due to rare minting errors, die varieties, and striking conditions that set them apart from the rest. The 1988 Liberty 1 cent may appear ordinary to the untrained eye, but experts and seasoned collectors know that some contain remarkable variations, particularly the famous 1988 reverse of 1989 variety. This fascinating coin error occurred when a reverse die intended for the following year's production was mistakenly paired with a 1988 obverse. The result was a subtle difference in the design of the Lincoln Memorial reverse, a small yet powerful detail that transformed an everyday penny into a collector's dream. Coins featuring this error have been found in both the Philadelphia and Denver Mint issues, but it's the Denver 1988 D reverse of 1989 variety that truly commands attention in the numismatic world. Pristine examples of this coin in mint state condition can fetch eye-popping prices at auction, with record sales approaching hundreds of thousands of dollars. High-grade specimens certified by top grading services like PCGS and NGC have seen continuous appreciation over the years, as collectors realize how limited and historically important these coins are. When you hold a 1988 Liberty 1 cent in your hand, you're not just holding a piece of metal, you're holding a small piece of American history, a reflection of the nation's industrial and artistic evolution. Every curve of Abraham Lincoln's portrait, every detail of the Lincoln Memorial, and every faint mint mark on these coins tell a story of precision, craftsmanship, and human error that together create some of the rarest treasures in coin collecting. The market for rare Lincoln cents has been heating up in recent years, with coin enthusiasts and investors from all over the world competing to add key dates and mint error coins to their collections. The 1988 Liberty 1 cent, especially in gem condition, now holds a value that can reach up to $779,346 for exceptional specimens. The coin's worth depends heavily on its condition, luster, strike quality, and most importantly, the presence of that elusive reverse die variety. Even circulated examples with clear details can command significant premiums compared to face value, proving just how remarkable the demand for this penny has become. The market continues to show strong growth as collectors search for investment-grade coins and certified rarities that represent both history and financial opportunity. Auction houses regularly showcase 1988 Lincoln cents that defy expectations, selling for prices that seem unimaginable for something once considered common pocket change. What makes this coin even more special is how it connects generations, from those who spent these pennies decades ago to today's collectors who understand their true worth. Each Liberty 1 cent serves as a reminder of America's minting legacy, blending artistry, precision, and occasional imperfection into something truly extraordinary. As time passes, finding high-grade examples becomes increasingly rare, driving their market value even higher. The 1988 Liberty 1 cent stands as a testament to how tiny details can turn an ordinary coin into a life-changing discovery. So next time you're sifting through your change, take a closer look at those older pennies. You might be holding one of the rarest and most valuable treasures hiding in plain sight. And if you ever come across a flawless 1988 Lincoln cent with that distinctive reverse design, you could be looking at a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, a true gem in the world of American numismatics. This is why collectors and enthusiasts keep returning to the fascinating hobby of coin collecting, where history, mystery, and value merge into something truly magical. Keep watching Rare US Coins. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the Liberty 1-cent coin from the year 1997, a humble penny that has become a glittering symbol of rarity, value, and the enduring beauty of numismatic art. The 1997 Liberty 1-cent coin might look like an ordinary Lincoln penny at first glance, but what many collectors and enthusiasts don't realize is that this coin holds a special place in American coinage history. Minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, the 1997 penny marked an important era for modern coin production, where craftsmanship, precision, and technology came together to create one of the most recognizable coins in the world. The obverse of the coin proudly displays the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln, a timeless representation of freedom, integrity, and leadership, designed by the legendary Victor David Brenner. His design, which first appeared in 1909, continues to captivate collectors over a century later. The reverse side features the bold Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Each column on the memorial represents unity, and if you look closely, you can even spot a tiny depiction of the statue of Lincoln seated inside, an incredible detail that symbolizes the meticulous craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint. The 1997 Liberty 1-cent coin was primarily struck in copper-plated zinc, weighing 2.5 grams, with a diameter of 19 millimeters. Over 10 billion coins were minted that year, but among those billions, only a few possess unique errors, varieties, or exceptional qualities that make them worth far more than their face value. Some of these rare 1997 pennies have fetched extraordinary sums at auctions, with collectors willing to pay hundreds, thousands, and even more for pristine examples or special varieties. Certain 1997 Lincoln cents with minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double die obverse, or misaligned dies, can command huge prices in the numismatic market. Coins graded as MS-70 or proof by the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Company are highly sought after, as these are in perfect condition, showing no signs of wear or blemish. In today's market, some flawless or error 1997 Liberty 1-cent coins have been known to reach values up to $779,347, depending on rarity, demand, and overall condition. Imagine holding a coin worth nearly $750,000, a small piece of metal that tells a century-old story of freedom, artistry, and American spirit. This is what makes coin collecting such an exciting passion, finding hidden gems in everyday change that could be worth a fortune. The 1997 Liberty 1-cent coin also reflects the transition of American currency as it moved further into the modern age, with the mint focusing on improving quality and durability while maintaining the traditional design that generations of Americans grew up with. Each coin minted in 1997 carries with it a piece of history, a snapshot of the United States at the end of the 20th century, a time when technology was advancing rapidly but tradition still held strong. Whether you find a 1997 penny with a rare mint mark, a die crack, or simply one in uncirculated condition, you might just be looking at a treasure hiding in plain sight. Many collectors have discovered that coins they thought were common ended up being worth thousands due to small but important differences, proof that even the smallest details can hold immense value. As the years pass, the 1997 Liberty 1-cent continues to increase in collectible interest, especially among those who appreciate the blend of history, design, and mystery behind every minting year. If you're lucky enough to come across one in perfect condition or with a unique error, don't overlook it, it could be your ticket to a life-changing discovery. Always check your coins carefully, because sometimes the most valuable treasures aren't made of gold or silver, they're the pennies that tell America's story. So next time you receive change, take a closer look at that little 1997 Liberty 1-cent. You might be holding something truly extraordinary, a small masterpiece that connects the past to the present, and perhaps a coin worth $779,347 or even more. This is the magic of coin collecting, where passion meets history and fortune can appear in the most unexpected places. Thank you for watching Rare US.